Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Broku and welcome back to another video this week. In this video I'll be going over a fan manga and continue the one I started last week, which is Dragon Ball Elsewhere, which placates Yamcha as the main character in the story. You guys really seem to like this take on Yamcha, and I really enjoyed it as well, so decided to cover another 3 chapters in this video, so we'll make it up to chapter 5. But anyways guys, please do leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy, and don't forget to turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload a video, and also check out my other channel, Broku no Hero. I make Black Clover and My Hero Academia videos on there. So we are on chapter 3 of Dragon Ball Elsewhere, and where we left off it was starting to get a bit interesting. In the last video we discovered that Yamcha received the urge to train once again, and trained so hard that he became strong again. Although we find out that Bulma did cheat on Yamcha with Vegeta, which led to the birth of Trunks, and with that, Vegeta decided to actually be a father to Trunks, and he forces Yamcha out of Capsule Corp House so that Yamcha has to be on his own. So, Yamcha decides to return to his own village, and it leaves off with some dude Kainoshi just killing an innocent old man. If you wanted to see this video and get the full rundown, I will link it down below so you can get this full information, or you can just read the entire fan manga. I'll link that in the description as well. So we get to see the villain named Kainoshi, Barracks, and Yamcha all gathered together, as to which Kainoshi says that this is a reunion. They all have met before, and Kainoshi tells Yamcha that it is good to see him again, and then asks him how his face is. Barracks tells Kainoshi to quit babbling, saying that Yamcha just got here. But Kainoshi said this isn't the first time that Yamcha has returned to the village. He said that Yamcha actually returned 10 years ago. This shows that this was when Yamcha was training with Master Roshi, as he's wearing the Turtle School Gi, and he even uses the Kamehameha against Kainoshi in a battle. Kainoshi dodged the blast, and Yamcha tried controlling it, but he wasn't fast enough with it, and Kainoshi dodged it, in which Kainoshi stole Yamcha's sword and sliced away at his eye. The now one-eyed Yamcha is still trying, he's not giving up, and he tries a Wolf Fang fist on Kainoshi, but he effortlessly dodges it and slices an X on Yamcha's face and blurts out X marks the spot and punches Yamcha in the face right where he carved the X. He does notice though that Yamcha is the heir because he can do the Wolf Fang fist, but he knows Yamcha isn't a master yet, and because Yamcha is not a master yet, he isn't worth killing, so he gives him back his sword and leaves. And we finally get to see, according to the story, how Yamcha got his scars. It was from the villain Kainoshi. Despite his loss 10 years ago, Yamcha is eager to rematch Kainoshi, and he said it is his right to challenge for a rematch as he is the heir to Urufu Ryu. Kainoshi mocks Yamcha's challenge, but Yamcha is taking this very seriously. This isn't a game, this is about honor, and Kainoshi finally agrees to the duel, and Yamcha asks if they can move away from people for their safety. But Kainoshi says that is useless because it's going to be over in 5 seconds. And well, he was right, it's going to be over in less than 5 seconds, but he wasn't completely right, as Yamcha near instantaneously appears behind Kainoshi and defeats him with a single blow. A mini explosion goes off, and a crater envelops Kainoshi's body. You can see the blow dealt by Yamcha imprinted in Kainoshi's back, but he is still somehow alive. Everyone tells Yamcha to finish him off, to kill him. Come on Yamcha, kill him. But Yamcha just can't force himself to do it. But he goes off on how even though the amazing power of Goku would surpass villains, Goku would still try and spare them despite the gap he had produced. He thinks to himself, if I only had the heart like Goku, I could have the strength of him as well. Yamcha spares Kainoshi as long as he promises to never return to the village. Kainoshi seemingly honors Yamcha's wishes and flees the village. The locals and Barracks are really mad that Yamcha didn't just finish him off. They had been trying for years, but failed, and even though Yamcha was strong enough to defeat him, they were too weak to compare. What if he returned when Yamcha was gone? But they all decided to just go in and talk, and the thief from the previous chapters who stole Yamcha's wallet decided to stay as well. Chapter 4 opens up with Yamcha pondering, are we guided by fate, or is it all just chance? Do we have a destiny? Or is it just blind luck? Then it goes through all of Yamcha's losses in battles. Yamcha versus Goku, Yamcha versus Roshi, Yamcha versus the Mummy. Yamcha says he personally believes in luck, and says that every battle that he's ever been in, he has lost. And it shows Yamcha versus Tien, Yamcha versus Kami, Yamcha versus Cyberman, Yamcha versus Dr. Gero. He wonders if he is destined to lose, or just unlucky. Or were all of his losses preparing him for something far greater? He admits that he does have a few victories though, but they weren't worth much, and that he just wants to be a man that feels like he can bring something of worth to the table. Yamcha's been telling Barracks and Yunomi this story, and they are all surprised that there are 6 guys far more powerful than even himself. But they wanted to cut the chase, and are wondering why Yamcha just up and left the village, and he tells the story. We get the flashbacks of Yamcha 19 years ago. Mr. Sencha, a cat like poor, barges into his room and tells Yamcha that a Master Matcha wants him downstairs, and he follows. This master, who looks like an older version of Yamcha, tells him that someone has infiltrated the village and he needs his help. We find out that that infiltrator is Kainoshi. A young Yunomi begs to be able to join this battle. The Master Matcha will not let her, and he says it's not her place. He wants her to be a woman, not a warrior. Yamcha, Barracks, Lord Mecha, and others get ready for the attack on the village. Yamcha runs around and eventually slays a demon. The cat impersonating Kainoshi is talking to the intruders, trying to divert them, pretending to be their leader. But a demon catches on to him. The demons know that this is not Kainoshi. They knew he was an imposter. So the imposter fights this demon and he utterly fails. But Yamcha and Lord Mecha intervene to try and help, and they help quite well. The demon proves too strong for Yamcha though, so Lord Mecha and imposter Kainoshi try and do it together. And they tell Yamcha to go help the villagers that are in danger and to get them to safety. Over the next few pages, we get a nice collage of demon slaying, both from Yamcha and Barracks as they work together. We see Lord Mecha also on top of the hut. This is the real one, and he's pondering where they were attacking from, where are they infiltrating from, and he's just wondering what their tactics are. Then he hears screams from a girl, and he rushes to her aid. This is a girl that Mecha actually knew, and was probably his love interest, as they shared a kiss. Apparently, she had been kidnapped by Kainoshi for the last few years in his castle. But it seemed to be a trap sprung by Kainoshi as he appeared alongside the Crane Hermit and the Ox King. What the hell is going on here? How is Kainoshi getting help from the Crane Hermit and the Ox King? Was Roshi gonna show up too? How did Kainoshi find these people? But what's gonna happen next? So overall, I thought this was a pretty good few chapters here. I'm really getting into the story. I like how Yamcha just effortlessly defeats Kainoshi, and then we get this flashback of what happened. We're probably going to see the death of Lord Matcha soon, and maybe the death of the other cats that were with Lord Matcha, and probably at the hands of Kainoshi and the Crane Hermit and Ox King. I don't know why Ox King is here. He's a good guy, supposedly, so maybe he was manipulated. But anyways, great chapter. Gonna probably keep doing these if you guys keep enjoying it. But even if you guys don't enjoy it enough for me to make videos, I will probably finish the manga just in my own time, just because it's a very interesting one. It's really cool to see Yamcha in a different light. Yamcha is like the Goku of the story because he's a badass. Everybody thinks he's super strong. Everybody looks up to him. Everybody looks at him as a demigod, even though he is weak among his friends. But that's chapters 3, 4, and 5 for you guys. Hope you all did enjoy. Please do leave a like if you did. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts, and subscribe if you are new. And don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. And also, join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.